Regardless if your passion lies in lifted trucks, slammed trucks, cars, motorcycles, pit bikes, supermotos, side-by-sides, even slammed JDM cars, it's undeniable that retro is the new cool. Ask anyone. Vehicles from the 70s, 80s, and even early 90s seem to have really taken off over the last few years. But regardless of which of the previously mentioned vehicle platforms tickles your fancy, there's a growing trend of undeniable automotive enthusiasts that are drawing a major crowd when it comes to building their rides. Perhaps one of the coolest things about this new automotive trend is that it's actually not a car for once, but rather a truck. But what makes these new trucks so damn attractive for enthusiasts both young and old? Where did they come from? Where did they go?
Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe?
Why is there a song written about how much a dude loves his pickup truck? I literally have no idea whatsoever, but what I do know is that I'm Dustin with Custom Offsets. You can find me at dusty.co on the old Instagram, and today we're going to be diving into the rise of the square body trucks. Let's go!
Let's go!
As we're splitting the headlights into two and flipping the air cleaner cover over on these classic trucks, I want to remind you that if you're building a truck and you need some parts, we got you. Wheels, tires, performance parts, lighting, and suspension. I bet you guys thought I forgot about suspension. Joke's on you, I didn't, because it's normal. Either way, we have it all at customoffsets.com. Also, if you're anything like we are, you hate to wait. Really, it kind of sucks. That's why we've actually updated our website to give you guys real shipping guarantees, meaning that you don't have to guess when your wheel and tire package is going to show up at your door. Simply head on over to customoffsets.com, enter your year, make, and model, or bolt pattern and size if you're picky like I am, and bam, you're instantly seeing real-time updates as to when you can expect that wheel and tire package to arrive at your door. It's slicker than that time that you were a teen and you thought that doing the old yawn and stretch, you just kind of get around the edge there, and it makes it look smooth when you're trying to wrap your arm around your first girlfriend. And that's really saying something. It's smoother than that, really. It's pretty awesome. Okay, so first things first, what is a square body Chevy? Let me set the stage for you, okay? It's the early 70s. 8 tracks are a thing. Kids, if you don't know what 8 tracks are, ask your parents. Trust me, it's a really worthy conversation. Walt Disney World is opening up for the very first time. The world's first Boeing 747 makes its debut flight from New York all the way across the Big Pond to London, and the Beatles unfortunately are announcing that they're disbanding, leaving the whole world heartbroken and begging to live in a yellow submarine. Meanwhile, while the rest of the world is blasting Come Together from their 8 tracks, seriously, ask about an 8 track, it's cool. The automotive world is in quite a tizzy. Throughout the 70s and 80s, auto manufacturers began making cars that were complicated, fussy, and really just more complex. While VW was busy making the rear engine bug, the American pickup truck market was holding steadfast to its roots, producing rugged, easy to use, and simple to repair American-made trucks for the working class of this great nation. Built from 1973 to 1987, the square body Chevy trucks were the 3rd generation of pickups built in the CK series lineup. Now, in case you're unfamiliar, the square body gets its name from the box-shaped front end and grille design that these trucks featured. Fun fact for you here, when GM released these trucks in 1973, they actually called this 3rd generation the quote, rounded line generation due to the curving windshield, windows, and door frames on the cab. In terms of power plants, you had your fair pick. I mean, in true GM fashion, they offered more options than a Golden Corral buffet on a Saturday night. You could get a 250 cubic inch inline 6, a 292 cubic inch inline 6, a 307 CI V8, a 350 V8, and the all-new, all-the-rage, all-the-horsepower 454 cubic inch big block, which was the top of the line and at the time made a whopping 240 horsepower. Yes, 240. Right.
We're still 911? Alrighty then.
Additionally, these trucks were offered with either a 3 or 4-speed manual transmission or the all-new, all-class, all-SaaS 3-speed turbo hydromatic automatic transmission. In earlier models, amenities like power steering and power brakes were actually optional, meaning that if you wanted a truck that would give you an arm day workout on your way into work at the mill, you could get those. All that's great and all, but what actually makes this square body a popular truck in 2021? Well, for starters, it's no secret that the truck market is rapidly expanding in America. The US truck market has been expanding exponentially and is expected to grow $98 million this year, which is over double the size of the truck market in 2010. While sales on new pickups soars, it also brings the used market up right alongside with it and overall just drives more interest into pickup trucks. The more guys that have them, the more guys that want them. It's that simple. Also, aiding to give the crown to this exclusive square nose pickup is the fact that pickup buyers are actually rather nostalgic human beings. They're kind of old school. While today's trucks are functional and styled, there's many Americans that long for that old school, rugged, and rough look of the days gone by. It's like John Wayne, it just exists. This, coupled with the fact that pretty much every millennial ever has a memory or 10 of riding in a square body pickup, makes them in high demand all around. Heck, I remember being a kid and my dad had like 3 or 4 square body pickups on the farm at all times. Usually there was one really nice one, right? We took that one to town, you go to church on Sunday, all that good stuff. We had one farm truck that never left the property because the bi-splice had dry rot all over the sidewalls and you could literally put your foot through the floor. And then there was always 1 or 2 or sometimes 6 or 7 that sat in the fence row and were used strictly for parts, because if one of the other 2 trucks broke down, you just went over there, pulled it off that one and put on a new one. You know, this is how it works. Another reason the square body was so popular and continues to be so popular is that it was just downright affordable back in the day. The GM square body trucks featured a relatively minimalistic interior design. They didn't have heated and cooled massaging 12-way power adjustable automatic tax filing, take care of picking your groceries up for you and folding your laundry seats, because they didn't need it. Simply stated, square bodies had bench seats, vinyl floors, steel 4-spoke steering wheels with no radio controls on them, and some of them didn't even have air conditioning, which was perfect because, to be honest, they really didn't need it. The square body wasn't meant to be a luxurious commuting car. It was made to be a down and dirty, get your hands in the dirt and get the work done truck at a price that could be paid by pretty much anyone. And they nailed it. For example, a 1975 Chevy C10 pickup cost somewhere around $3,600 brand new back in the day. Now, if you do a little math, kind of adjust for some inflation and stuff, you know, account for the fact that Elon's sending Doge to the moon, that puts you somewhere around $18,000 today for a brand new square body pickup. Compare that to the $28,000 base price of a new Silverado, and yes, we're talking 2-wheel drive there, and it's easy to understand why the square body pickups made such a great truck and why folks love them even to this day. Perhaps one of the biggest reasons square body trucks are hotter than a Louisiana summer day right now is because they're just so damn easy to build. It's like making ramen, but with building trucks. Lift kits for these trucks are extremely cheap, they're easy to install, and they'll gain you a ton of clearance for really not a lot of dough. For reference here, you can go to the Custom Offsets website right now and pick up an 8-inch BDS lift kit for the square body for just $1,500. Additionally, with that 8 inches of additional clearance, you can stuff some massive wheels and tires in there, making it just a really super solid option if you're looking to build an affordable but big truck build. If slamming trucks is your thing, no sweat there either. There's tons of aftermarket support for square bodies in the terms of air ride suspension, frame notch kits, so on and so forth. We were just down at Lone Star Throwdown and pretty much every other truck was a square body. It was fantastic. Regardless if you love them or hate them, you have to admit that they definitely made their mark on history. The square body may perhaps have been the most loved American truck ever made of all time, and for good reason. They were affordable, they were dependable, and they were just downright tough pickup trucks made for the working men and women of this great country, and that nostalgia is what carries them forward and makes them super, super popular to this day. What do you guys think of the square body? Do you love them? Do you hate them? Do you want to buy one so you can build it in your own way? Let us know down in the comments section below what your thoughts are. I'll be actually going through and reading all of the comments on my own, and I look forward to reading every single one of them. So with that, I'm super excited to see what you guys have to say, and as always, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Please consider liking the video and maybe share it with a couple buddies so we can keep making banging content just like this one. Peace.